Hey, flockers, how are you this morning? Yes, we have got all of our technical bits working this morning. Hey, Max, would you like what? Yeah? No blocks right now. I think Max actually heard that I've been cooking something. Did you hear me cook something, Max? Yeah, would you like me to go get you some eggies? Yes, fresh eggies. Huh? You want to eat off of a fork today, Max? You eat like a big bird? Walk back? Let's see what we've got here for a fork. What color would you like? I have, how about yellow? Now, Max, eggs are kind of warm. What's warm? What's warm? Oops. You thought you'd go there, huh? Max, I'm going to put down some paper because it makes eggies easier to clean. Here, you want that? Yes, missing the concept just a little bit. Is that good, Max? I have the fork back. I'll go put more egg on it. You still got some in your beak, buddy. Yeah, we're starting with some really small pieces because the egg's so warm. Yeah, fresh out of the microwave. There you go. Yes, Tico, I hear that you might want some eggs too. Can I have the fork back? I'll put more eggs on it. Oh. Fork. Not supposed to drop it. Hard for me to get eggs when you drop the fork. Maxwell, stay put. Do you want, oh, wait a minute here. We're a little bit too close. Here we go, Max, eggs. Hold it proper. Yeah, someday he'll actually figure out a fork properly. So sorry to hear, Mookie, that you're having some trouble with your eyes, but I'm glad that you're hanging out with us regardless. Like some more eggs, Max? Be good. Be good. Would you like another fork? Here's a fork. Yes, sometimes Max will outsmart me. Hey, Tico. Egg? You want some more, Max? So close. So I see Chris is here, Barbara's here, Tango Elliott, yes, I see you. Greenbird is here. Did you drop that egg? Melissa, Doris, Sorry if I'm missing anybody. Chris, it might just be that I'm a little too close to the mic. I don't have opportunity to change the mic levels. Oh, Maxwell, I've got a really big piece of egg. Doris, I've got Connie. Yes, we definitely have a good turnout this morning. Okay, well, that's actually good to know, Chris. Always good to have some feedback. I'm also trying out a new light today. It can change in brightness. Just trying to get a little bit more even lighting. And I'm not sure how it's coming out on your end. It's looking awfully bright on mine, but that might just be the angle that I'm watching from. And I've got it at the lightest right now. But we'll see how this one works. We'll see what you think about the lights. Chris, we actually are warming up a little bit. May I have the fork? We had 3 degrees Celsius temperatures yesterday, and that's what we're expecting again today. Yes, we measure everything in Celsius here. Alexa, current weather?
Right now in Calgary, it's 0 degrees Celsius with mostly sunny skies. Throughout the day, you can expect more of the same, with a high of 3 degrees and a low of -5 degrees.
Yeah, so right now it's at 0, which is freezing point. So it is much, much warmer than it was a couple of weeks ago. We actually saw some really terrible weather hitting our friends down in Texas. And we do have a number of friends who are down in Texas. We know Einstein, Pickles, as well as a number of sanctuaries. You want some more? And I'll talk first about Einstein. I don't see Einstein joining us today, but Einstein fared quite well. They did have to leave the house, and they sheltered at a close friend's house. Einstein might not have been too happy about that, but they were without they were without power. They were able to go back home on Thursday, and they still have a boil water advisory. But Marcia should be back live streaming next tomorrow. So if you're a fan of Einstein, make sure you join in tomorrow. She'll give you a full update on her own experiences. But as I was following the news, I was quite concerned. There's one particular, there's quite a few rescues down in Texas, and quite a few bird sanctuaries. One that I know of in particular is Magnolia. They're also known as Birds Lives Matter if you follow them on InstaFlock. Hey, Max, want a little bit more? And they have over 150 exotic birds. Most of these birds are housed outdoors. They have some beautiful aviaries that they've built up over the years. But those aviaries are built for Texas weather, not Canadian weather. You know, it's certainly, Max might step outside for a few minutes when we have a Chinook, which is when we have some warm wind coming over the mountain. And it can warm up to maybe 10 or 12, sometimes 15 degrees Celsius. The snow melts a bit, and it's actually really, really nice outside. I'll take it off the end. Now I'm going to hold this one. It's little bits. Okay. I've got one more piece for Tico. I'll be right back with this in a minute. There you go, Tico. But just think about it for a minute. Having a sanctuary that has outdoor aviaries and having 150 parrots living with you and not having any power. I'm just gonna wash the banana for Max. Hey Max, do you want bananas? I always wash the skin of the banana before I give it to the birds, just in case there's any pesticides or anything. While they don't eat the skin, they do hold it. They might lick it, and I always feel safer treating it the way I would, say, an apple that I was going to eat. Hey, Max, well, are you still hungry? You still hungry? Let's adjust this a little bit. Would you like a nanner? Here we go. All right, let's zoom in for a bit more of a close-up. How's that? So Magnolia has over 150 exotic birds living there. Most of them are living outside, and coming up on the projected weather, they had a couple of days notice, and they knew that the weather was going to be, shall we say, challenging at the least. And Sharon had been quite busy trying to get prepped for the storm. They covered all of their aviaries and structures with tarps, bought out every blanket they could get, heat lamps, heaters, and they did a bit of triage as well. They moved the oldest and most vulnerable birds inside the adoption building, and I believe in her house, in carriers and empty cages. I mean, they did absolutely everything that they could do, but remember, they are in Texas. They don't have spare buildings indoors that they can shelter in. They have quite the limit of what they can do, so she did her absolute best. I was watching her feed and just watching her updates and just keeping fingers crossed. The first night they lost power, but everybody survived. I mean, that was just a huge relief. Power came on for a little bit, another huge relief. And I didn't hear from her for a couple of days, so I reached out to her and, oh, did you enjoy that? Is that empty? Is there a little bit left? Would you like some more nanner? You look kind of hungry today, Max. I know. Okay. Yes, Max likes the very end of nanners, so he gets the top half and the bottom half. Yeah. That's a bit more of a close-up, and you got a little too close to the camera there, Max. I need to pay attention. There we go. Max really does like his nanners. But I did reach out to her and ask how she made out. And I'm just going to read out her response. She says, we lost 2. Peekaboo, a 65-year-old blind Moluccan, and Wally, age unknown, citron cockatoo. I understand. Well, Wally was a Hurricane Ike rescue in 2009. She continues, we are so sad, but grateful that it wasn't worse. 150 survived. Power's on steady now. We don't have water yet. And of course, I was talking to her yesterday, and she said, tonight is supposed to be the last night of a hard freeze, so it will be over soon. So, you know, you can just imagine not only trying to deal with your own family, but also trying to care for 150 exotic birds when all of your volunteers are going to be rather busy taking care of their own personal emergencies. If I get this squished, there's more in there. There you go. Yeah, you're eating like you've never seen food, Max. But I wanted to give Sharon over at Magnolia a quick shout out, just because they do such a good job, and they're certainly not the only sanctuary out there. But if you've been watching the news in Texas and you want to do something, I would encourage you, maybe make a small donation to Magnolia. I've included, oh, you're done. I've included a link to their website in the description of the video. It'll be there after the stream. But even if you want to do something like buy them a cup of virtual coffee, please go do so. They can use some help. They've been having a lot of extra stress, a lot of extra expenses, and I know that she's really looking to see what she can do to ward off this kind of issue again in the future. Now, I live up in Canada. I mean, you know, we hit -10, -15 Celsius. It's not a big deal, but there's a few big differences. My house is insulated. It has been built to stay and retain heat in the winter. Our electric grid is built for the type of demands that we get. Plus, the majority of our heat is natural gas, which means you do need electricity to operate some parts of the furnace, such as the fan. But, you know, for the most part, your costs there are gas. So your electric grid does not get the same pull on it when it gets overly cold. So there's a lot of mitigating factors there that explain why Texas was hit so hard with this. I'm not going to get into politics and some of the reasons behind why the infrastructure was the way that it was, but you know, it's basically been a disaster that's hit. If you're out there, my heart goes out to you. I really hope every birdie has survived and has done okay. But if you want to do something, you can make a difference. Just make a small donation to a sanctuary such as Magnolia. So that's my little soapbox that I'll get off on today. Yeah, Barbara says, I heard a lot of sea turtles were rescued. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm just sort of doing a quick scroll here on a few comments that I've missed. Yeah, it's been pretty tough for everybody out there. You know, it's hard to fathom. I'm up here. I jokingly offered Marcia with Einstein. I said, hey, do you want me to send you an emergency order of ice scrapers, mitts, gloves? You know, this is after she was back home. But, you know, they don't, you know, their cupboards don't have 5 or 6 pairs of long underwear in them. Whereas in Canada, that's a little bit more normal. But then again, up in Canada, we don't get super, super hot temperatures. And if it's 40 degrees Celsius up here for heat, I don't know what to do with it. Hey, Max, do you want to go and play some music? Okay, let's see. Want to play? Play nicely. Yep, I said no biting. Oh, it's okay, honey. I said no biting. Try to play nicely. Okay. Can we go play? Are you done? No biting. No biting. Right. Okay, you can dance. A little bit. Now the real trick, Max, can you dance while playing the piano? That's quite the dance, buddy. What do you think? What do you think? Are you going to just hang out up there? So speaking of dancing, we have a rather cute dance vid. Okay, maybe I'm a bit biased, but we have, oh, go poop. We had a good dance vid go out this week. I think it was Thursday. And one of our newest flockers, Fox, the cutest dog in the West, he made a few comments on that, and I invited him to join in. You know, I've invited everybody to join in, and Fox has their own YouTube channel. And Fox actually made a response video. I tossed that video in the community page, link to it. And yes, Max, you dance back for Fox. But it was the cutest video of Fox, the dog, doing a dance in response to Max. And Fox very kindly called us out as well. You know, they've got a fairly big channel, and I mean, it's so wonderful just to know how much people love Max, that they're willing to do things such as response videos, and that they care enough to hang out with Max. Hey, Max, we're not going to climb down right now. We're not. But we could get you, oh, what haven't we played with yet? What I'd like you to do, Max, can you make a puzzle? If I hold it, make a puzzle? No, it goes in the shape. Make the next one. You make the puzzle? Show me what to do. Maybe you want the other side of the puzzle. You're giving me the look saying you're not in the mood for a puzzle today. Okay. Not in the mood for a puzzle. That's okay. I never know what kind of mood Max is in or what toys he wants. So I'm just going to tuck up the box. Max, you dropped a bit of egg. Here. Oh. Tuck that up so I can pile a few toys on top. You want a block? And no blocks. This almost seems to be the weekly guess what Max wants. It's okay, Max. Just adjusting. Here. Max, I got all the pieces. Wait for it. Good job, Max. Let's see. Would you like a bagel? And that was a no. Would you like, no, it's not open. Let me dig into your drawer, buddy. Would you like a vine twist? I think that one is also a no. Would you like some boats? So a boat? A blue boat? Like a stack of boats? Not a stack of boats either. Maxwell, what do you want? Would you like some Lego? That cup offend you? Okay, we also do not want cups today. Although that was pretty impressive. Usually Max takes apart a stack one cup at a time. Today it was just the massive, massive fling. Yes, Alicia. Max loves to spin his head. It's certainly a bit of fun. Let's see, what do we got happening here? Yeah, he was not in the puzzle mood. Sometimes Max gets into a bit of an odd mood. Now, what's really odd is I see a few people here talking to Einstein, but I don't see Einstein on the feed. Einstein, if you're here, I'm going to send you a buck. Yeah, Max, you're having fun. Yeah, this is so strange, watching people talking to Marcia and Einstein and not seeing any of her posts. Hi, Swirly Snails. Glad that you made it this week. Yes, Einstein, I think we're all looking forward to your live tomorrow. Oh, Tango said that he had to leave the chat and come back in to see Einstein. That's kind of weird. I mean, sometimes YouTube does strange stuff. Einstein, I know that you're out there because I see people responding to you. I know I've not blocked you because they can see you. I might have to hop in on another device to see what you are saying. And, oh, look, I've remembered to actually turn down my volume first. You've seen me do that a few times before. Let's see. We should be here. Let's see if I see a different comment feed. So I've just hopped in on my mobile device. There's Einstein. Einstein, it's so weird. I can see you on my phone, but not on the other device. Melissa asks, Max's mom, have you thought about doing a live stream somewhere else in the house? There are a few different places that we have live streamed, and we've tried a couple of other options. I've actually found this corner is one of the best because Max is more likely to stay put and less likely to go on an exploratory adventure. One of my favorite places, though, to live stream. And if you were here this summer and autumn, you'll know that we love to live stream on the patio. There's always a lot going on out there. You don't see Max playing with toys nearly as much, but Max has a lot to interact with. The sun, he occasionally gets buzzed by a wayward sparrow. You know, as people walking past, it's always entertaining. Does anybody remember the live stream this summer when I was holding on to Max and he was hanging out with me, and I was talking to somebody who was walking past, and they had a couple of questions about the complex. They were looking at possibly buying and moving in, and I was distracted for a minute and not paying attention to Max, and Max pooped in my shoe. Now, if this wasn't bad enough, I put my foot in it. That, I think, though, that's really what happens when you are a parrot owner. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of people are seeing Einstein, so that is kind of weird. Oh, Swirly says the camera is blurry. Let's just try this. Is that better? Did it get a chance to refocus itself? Yes, pop up and let me know if it's still blurry or if it looks okay. Yeah, Chris, Einstein actually streams every single Sunday. And Tico the Gray absolutely loves watching Einstein. It's one of his favorite channels. He recognizes Einstein. He talks back to Einstein. He's very agreeable when Einstein offers him a few treats. But, so yeah, we're usually there. We're usually hanging out, watching Marcia. You know, she's a friend of ours as well. She actually sent the boats that we sometimes play with. She sent those as a Birdmas gift. Yeah, Tico, I know. You can play with your boats later. You guys have to share. But we do hang out, and she has just a wonderful, wonderful channel. Einstein, if you don't know him, he's a very, very talkative African gray, as opposed to Max. Right now you're hearing Max in the background a little bit, just with a quiet commentary. But, sorry, you're hearing Tico in the background with quiet commentary. But Tico tends to be the strong, silent type. Okay, Lisha asks, does Max sing? I'll qualify that and say sometimes. Sometimes I think he thinks he's singing. It may not be quite what you or I might identify as a lovely song, but he does enjoy live music, and he does bop along with it. We have a video from the summer, actually a couple of them from summer, not last summer, but summer before, pre-COVID, where he met a busker out in Cochrane, and the busker was playing a guitar and singing Land of the Rising Sun. Max quickly listened, did a little dance, and joined in, and he changed it to Bach of the Balking Bach. The busker suddenly had this huge crowd around him. Don't think he minded that Max jumped in and joined his performance, but that was Max's first live solo, was with the busker. But I mean, Max does love live music. He, you know, somebody out is playing a piano, if there's a band playing and we can get into the venue, and that's happened before when we've been hanging out with our friend Q. There's a little place in Bragg Creek where we were actually invited to step right into the bar, and they had a live band, and Max was just in his element. First time he'd seen a live band, and he was rocking right along to them. I think they were kind of amused as well to have such an appreciative feathered audience. Hey, Max. What are you gonna do with your jingle bell? You got to switch my grip. Right now, Max has found a little ridge on the ball that he's trying to get his beak into. This ball's actually done quite well. He's had it for a couple of years now and has not managed to destroy it. Mind you, it is a supervised toy. He's not allowed to have it unsupervised. And I usually don't let him throw it because it is big and it's heavy and it can do a little bit more damage than a light cup. You done? Oh. Okay, okay. I say you're done with that, Max. You've been playing with it for a while. Okay, how about, oh, Max, what about some blocks? Would you like some blocks? You don't know about blocks, okay. Just gonna build them up here. Oops. There, you can grab them when you're ready. Okay, Max, I'm gonna get you a few more. That's because right now I can't reach your cups. They're all underneath your chair. Here. Can I build up a block palace for you? Wait. Wait. Okay, Max, you can go. You want some more blocks? Okay. You want a box of blocks, Max? Oops. You want a box? Can I change you boxes? I'm going to move this box. Oh, I know, but I've got a box full of blocks for you. Did you go poop on my floor, honey? There you go. There you go. I'm just going to wipe that one up because you missed the paper. Last time you looked there, you dropped a block on it and it tried to stain my floor. Okay. Here we go. See if we can. What do you see, Max? Oh, do I have blocks or do you have blocks? You just think it's fun that I'm tossing them, huh? What? Gonna go down and play with them? Or are you just gonna stand there? Either's fine. Okay, let's just catch up on a few comments. Okay. Oh, Connie, yes, I can move the camera a little bit lower. There we go. Yeah, sometimes, you know, I get so invested in the stream, paying attention to what's happening, I do miss some of the action. It's actually the other reason why small enclosed space seems to work well for the stream. Okay, Connie. So you're saying I read your mind. As you were typing, the camera went down. Yeah, Max certainly knows how to show off his full crest. And he thought it was great fun when I was tossing some blocks. Got more blocks? It was fun, Max? Yes, I am being careful not to actually hit Max with these. Did I hit the floor? Well, I brought them over for you, buddy. Might be able to reach them if I do that, huh? Okay, go. You've got a whole box of them. I'm not going to hold them one by one. Basket blocks or box? Yes. Max loves to fling his blocks. Swirly Mookie is here. Mookie said they were not feeling well and they might not be participating in the chat, but they were going to be listening and watching. So they're being quiet in the background. Connie says, I love his mimic when the box are throwing back into the box. Yeah, Max looks frustrated. Yeah, he's having fun. He's having fun. You know, he has many different games. Usually he's the one tossing blocks. But the thing is, he's a big bird. He understands that he can go down and grab the box. Hi. What? Your turn to toss, huh? Here. I've got a whole stack here. What are you going to do? Was that fun? Let's go back to the puzzle. What do you think of the puzzle if the puzzle has some blocks on it? Is that less scary when the puzzle has blocks on it? We'll just use it as a serving tray. You said you were not in the mood today, huh? Here. Look. Let's see. Now, today he thinks that puzzle might be a parrot-eating monster. There we go. How about I just hold the blocks? I get the puzzle out of the way. I realized that was blocking the camera. Would you like the smaller puzzle today, Max? Yeah, it is really quite funny how Max reacts some days to different things. Some days he likes a big puzzle, sometimes he does not. Oh, well, I'm going to put a big pile of blocks on this one for you. Oops. There we go. The puzzle Lori got you. No? Okay. Want the blocks? Okay, I'll put them down there. Yeah, Max sometimes gets into a mood where he decides he just does not want to do something, and he's not going to do it if he's in that mood. It is the way of the cockatoo. Okay, Max, I'm going to walk away from it and see what you do. Max, eating a chair is not appropriate. Here, I've got a coffee. Hey, Tico, what do you say? Oh, Tico's being a strong, silent type. Tico right now has a paper bag and an acorn squash. The acorn squash is inside of a paper bag, and Tico thinks it is the best thing ever. Yes, well, Max has made that puzzle before. He's just playing a little bit strange with it, and sometimes, you know, it just happens that the parrot plays strange. Hey, Max, do you want to tell us a story about the itchy bird who needed to preen? Hi, Tico. I hear people asking if Tico wants to make a cameo. Hey, Tico, do you want to come out and make a cameo? Ding, ding? Okay. Be good, Max. Whip. Whip. Okay, I'm just going to be really cautious here as I come in. I want to give both boys a bit of space. There we go. And there's Tico. Max is going to go to the other side. There we go. There. Tico, are you on camera? That's your tail feather, not your front feather. No, Max. We're not going to preen Tico. Step, step. Try it again. Oops, wrong way. Step, step. What's going on, Goose? Okay, Tico. Tico's saying, not today. Max has got his feathers up. Step, step. There you go. Good bird. What's so funny? You think you chased Tico away? Oh yeah, Max was definitely showing off. Max was actually showing off. Hey Max, no, that's too loud. You probably overpowered the speaker camera. Yes, Tico is camera shy. And Maxwell, tush. There is a huge size difference between the two of them. Oh, these blocks are all yours. Okay. Yeah, the two of them do get along from a bit of a distance. The reason why I bring Tico, when I bring Tico in on a shot like that, I keep him on a standing stick, is A, I can get him further in front of the camera without getting in there myself, but B, if he gets excited or something, I'm less likely to get chomped than if he's standing on my hand. This has happened before. So I just am very, very cautious when I put Tico in a situation where he might be unsure, or he might think he needs to do something just to act up a bit. What do you think, Max? What do you think? What do you think? You're staying up. No double 27 today. Hi, what's this? I know you're reaching up. Oh yeah, Max is definitely a big ham. Birdie flight wouldn't be very good. Oh yeah. Other day when I brought Tico over, Max had decided to abscond to the floor. So I put Tico on the floor. And Tico climbed Max climbed right back up the chair, and the two of them were eyeballing each other over top of the chair. Tico thought discretion was the better part of valor. Now, the two of them were perfectly safe. They were not quite within beak distance. And I was right there, and I would have jumped in if there was a problem. But Tico thought discretion was the better part of valor and decided to take off. He almost clipped Max in the head with the wing. It was quite funny. It was quite adorable, but it really does summarize the relationship between these two. They do like each other a bit more from a distance. Don't you guys? Yeah, Max. Swirly said that their mom got scared when Max puffed up. Yeah, well, Moluccans do puff up. I mean, this is the way of the Moluccan. They've got a beautiful crest. They know how to show it off. Stay up, because I said so. Here, Would you like to chew on some cardboard? And that would be a nope. You're just going to stand there and march, are you, Max? Yeah. As I always say, I never know what's going to happen on a stream. The boys, you never know how they're going to react, what they're going to do. Tango says, do they ever talk to each other from a distance? Oh, they sure do. I think Tico's favorite thing to say to Max is whisper. And Tico says it in this lovely, loud stage whisper. And it really is fitting. Tico knows that Max can be a lot noisier. No, we're not asking you to be noisy, Max. Go get it. Oh, poor Max. Are you done? Okay. I'm going to move some box of blocks. Max, are you thirsty? Would you like a cup of water? Would you like some water? Oh, we'll be patient. Tico asked for it first. I'm just going to move these blocks. These blocks are not color fast. I do not want water dripped on them. There. Would you like a mug of water? That good? Okay. We are in camera, Max. Yeah? Is that good? Have you had enough? Want another one? Are you good? Okay. No. There you go. Quick scratch. Yeah. Is that good? Yeah, of course, Tico had to have a bit of water out of the cup, too. They both like their water. Max, do you want to finish up with one more piece of natter? One more natter? Last piece of natter. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Did you really have to toss it in the corner? I was not planning on starting on camera reaching for banana. Okay, Max. What do you think you're doing? Did you come in for your close-up? Did you come in for your close-up, buddy? Oh, there we go. Now we're not going to open the door. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us today. Now Max is going after a few more toys. You going to reach down again? Or not? Okay. He thinks it's funny that I have to keep readjusting the camera, I guess. You got a final dance for us, Max? Hey, Max, can you buck, buck, buck? Can you buck, buck, buck? No chewing on the chair. Can you buck, buck, buck? Can you buck, buck, buck? Max, no. Well, I think Max is saying he's done and he wants to head back to his cage. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Remember, if you want to help out a rescue in Texas, check out Magnolia. Unless you have another rescue that you already support out there, you know, they could certainly use a bit of love and support. And everybody have a wonderful week. We'll get our regular videos out this week. And we will see you next Saturday. Buck, buck. You want to come up, buddy? Gonna exit the stream? Yeah, that's right. Let's exit the stream.